So today, we've got a great episode. We're making another classic Spanish dish, Andalusian cod with a homemade tomato sauce. This dish hails from the beautiful region of Andalusia in southern Spain, where it's known as Bacalao Frito en Tomate. And let me tell you, this is one of the best tasting fish recipes from Spain. It's got so many great flavors. It's very easy to make, and it's all done in under 30 minutes, folks. When it comes to fish, it does not get much better than this. Let's begin by grabbing 3 to 4 fresh tomatoes and finely grating them. We're trying to end up with about 1 cup of grated tomato, which is about 250 grams. Now to make this recipe, you can also use canned tomato sauce. Once all the tomatoes have been grated and we've ended up with about 1 cup of grated tomatoes, I'm going to grab half of a brown onion and roughly dice it. Grab 3 cloves of garlic and roughly mince them. And we'll reserve a generous 1/4 cup of white wine, which is about 60 milliliters. Now, if white wine is not your thing, you can substitute it for either white grape juice or any type of broth. And for the final ingredient to prepare, I have a piece of cod here. This is 390 grams, which is about 14 ounces. I'm going to pat it completely dry with paper towels. This is such an important step as it removes any of the excess water in the fish. That way when you cook it, it's full of flavor. Now I bought this cod frozen and thawed it out just to make things easier and cheaper, but you can totally use fresh cod as well as any other type of white fish. I'm going to cut the piece of cod into 2 evenly sized fillets and season them with sea salt and black pepper just on one side. For the next step, I'm going to grab half a cup of all-purpose flour, which is about 60 grams, and add it into a shallow bowl. And we're going to coat the pieces of cod in the flour, making sure they're evenly coated all around. Alright, let's start cooking our dish. I'm going to grab a fry pan, heat it with a medium heat, and add in 2 tablespoons, which is about 30 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil. Now the olive oil I'm using to make this dish is from Apollo. This is their Miller's favorite organic extra virgin olive oil. This is truly a treasure of an olive oil, beautiful flavors, and it works perfect with this dish. You'll find a link where you can get it in the description box below. After heating the olive oil for 2 minutes on a medium heat, I'm going to add in the roughly diced onion and the roughly minced garlic. And start mixing these ingredients around with that extra virgin olive oil. You want to mix these continuously, that way nothing burns and everything cooks evenly. After about 3 minutes and the garlic are nice and golden fried and those onions are nice and translucent, I'm going to add in a generous half teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika. This is about 1.5 grams. We'll give this a quick mix. You know, when you add paprika into a hot pan, you want to mix it quickly. That way it doesn't get a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in our generous 1/4 cup of white wine and 1 bay leaf. And we'll simmer this for about 2 minutes or until that white wine has reduced by at least half. After about 2 minutes, and you can see that white wine has really reduced and incorporated into the garlic and onion, I'm going to add in the 1 cup of grated tomato and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we're going to give this a quick mix. That way all these ingredients are evenly mixed together. And we're going to simmer our tomato sauce on a medium heat while we move on to the next step of the recipe. By simmering this tomato sauce on a medium heat, it's going to really thicken up and all these flavors are going to come together. Okay, let's start frying up our pieces of cod. I'm going to heat a small fry pan with a medium to medium high heat and add in a generous 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Once again, this one is from Apollo. After heating the olive oil for about 3 minutes and it's nice and hot, I'm going to add in the fillets of cod into the pan. Now the thickness of these fillets are a little over ½ inch thick, which is about 2 centimeters, so I'm going to go about 3 minutes per side. If your fillets are a little bit thicker, go a little bit longer. If they're a little bit thinner, go a little bit less. But let me tell you, do not overcook your fish, otherwise it's going to have a tough texture to it. After a total cooking time of 6 minutes, that's 3 minutes per side, these cod fillets should be perfectly cooked. I'm going to remove them from the heat and set them aside. Okay, let's move back to our tomato sauce. As you can see, it's really thickened up and all these flavors have came together to make this dish. You don't want your tomato sauce to be runny, you want it to be nice and thick. For the next step, I'm going to add in the fillets of cod into the pan. And using a spoon, grab that tomato sauce and coat it all over the cod fillets. Once the cod fillets are coated in that rich tomato sauce, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to transfer the cod fillets into a serving dish. Sprinkle it with some freshly chopped parsley. And we'll garnish it with a couple lemon wedges. Folks, check it out. Our Andalusian cod with homemade tomato sauce is done. Bacalao, Frito, and Tomate. Such a beautiful dish from the region of Andalusia. Let's give it a try and see how it tastes. This looks so delicious. Here we go. So good. You know that pan-fried cod, cooked to perfection, it kind of melts in your mouth. You don't want to overcook the cod, otherwise it's got a chewy texture. And then that homemade tomato sauce, we let it simmer there so it thickened up. Nice and beautiful bold flavors to it. Combine these together, it's an explosion of goodness. Folks, you saw this, a beautiful dish from the region of Andalusia. Very easy to make, comes together in under 30 minutes. Truly one of the best recipes that hail from Spain. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Clarence Bolin, Karsten Korn, and Martin Giddings. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you're not with me on Patreon, consider becoming one. Helps with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this and sharing these beautiful Spanish recipes with you. You'll find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.